It's hard to imagine New York City shutting down, but that's exactly what is happening in through here. Let me show you some pictures, though, of Times Square. You take a look at this and you're like, it's not really shutting down. This is what I normally see on a Saturday. Well, and you know why? Because the taxi put out, if you will, is about average for a Saturday. This is about the number of taxis that you're going to see out and about, which is really the only mode of transportation in the city right now, either that or the four-wheel sneakers. You're going to be walking around the city because that is it. Mass transit shut down. We've had over 9,000 flights canceled at the airports, which will remain closed at least through 10 o'clock tonight, and I'm sure through 10 o'clock tomorrow night as well, with what we got coming in through here. So here's New York. Let's try and frame it up for you. Right now, we're in this with the rain. The rain will be periodic, it will be heavy. The winds will pick up as we go through the overnight hours. And that means as we get toward tomorrow morning, our next high tide cycle, the one we're heading toward right now, won't be as bad. But tomorrow morning, this will be crucial because the center of this hurricane will be very, very close to New York City at the time of this high tide cycle. So we're very concerned about maximizing the 4 to 8 foot surge and the 6 foot tidal rise. On top of that, any waves, of course, will add to the problems in through here. But that's why Con Ed says, look, if we start getting water sloshing around into some of these underground, electric transportation grids, we're going to shut things down because the cables and the transformers are no good to anybody if they get wet, Chris. That's a worst-case scenario. If they stay dry, they can take the water and then, of course, just let them dry out, wash them off. But if they're wet and they're operating, that's a worst-case scenario, and that will prolong the power outages.